We have questions from Matt and Adam.
Either have either you played in a game where the team just sputtered so badly and then turned around and played so well at in the same game?
Not really. I mean, most of the time when you get blown out in the first, it just continues in the second. So I thought we did a really great job of fighting back, but when you go down 20 in the first half, it's hard to come back from that. It really is.
What was the difference versus second
I think we just made some adjustments in the locker room at halftime. I mean, we really got them off the offensive glass. I was kind of killing us in the first half, so they didn't get very many second chance points. And then we had a lot of shots that usually fall that didn't in the first half, and those just started to go down in the second half. So that obviously helps a lot.
Did you feel like the kind of that snowball effect in this first half there when things were just kind of swirling down the toilet?
Yeah, absolutely. It was like one missed shot after another, and then they were making shots left and right, contested. They were just getting it going. And like I said, it's hard to come back from that.
Was the difference in the second half just making shots, or what was talked about at halftime?
Yeah, I mean,
Good.
making shots and just getting them off the offensive glass. And we executed better as well. I mean, we really executed our offenses better. I think the first half we got really sped up, and like with the combination of their speed and then the noise, we were just kind of rattled. And then in the second half we settled in and did a lot better job.
Yeah, I also think we played a little bit better defense, forcing tougher shots in the paint, not let them get by us quick.
You started out the game hitting 6 of your first 7, and then just, I mean, what changed? Did you get sped up? Is that?
Yeah, I think that was part of it. We got sped up. We started making some turnovers, forcing some passes that we didn't have to. They really sped us up and made us take shots we didn't really, not our best shots, I would say. So, yeah, I think we got sped up, but like Mackenzie said, we just weren't knocking down shots.
A lot of their points in the second quarter were just drives to the basket. Why did you guys feel like you couldn't rotate or just kind of struggle to cut them off when they got past the first person?
I think the way we're playing defense this year, if our help side's not there, you're kind of screwed. And it wasn't there in the first half. And then second half we made the adjustments and did a lot better job. But I just think, again, like I said, it was just kind of a combination of the noise. And we should have been ready because we played in field trip. Like all of us except for 2 or 3 have played in an environment like this before. So we should have been ready for that, and that's no excuse. But I think that's why we were sped up to begin with and then just didn't execute as well in the first half.
So it's hard to communicate, is what you're saying?
Yeah, I mean, it was hard to get information from Coach Stein and then out to the point guard and then from the point guard to everyone else, unless you could have time to huddle because it was just so loud you couldn't hear what they were saying. So.
You talk about the feeling on the floor in the second half during that run. I mean, you played pretty good basketball down the stretch. Just a different feeling, or what?
That just shows the capability of our team. We played that in the first half. We beat them by 20, 40, or 30. But, yeah, that's what we're capable of doing. I mean, you come out slow in the first half, and it's hard to bounce back. You see what we're capable of. So, if we get it all together, it's going to be good.
And then on the flip side with the noise, like you hit one shot and everyone's screaming, like all the kids are screaming. So then it's like, oh, let's go, let's get a stop, and we'll get a stop, and it leads to another bucket, and then the energy was just really flowing in the second half for us.
Well, thank you, ladies. You're all done.
Thank you.
Thunder and lightning. Oh, man. Obviously, that's not what we wanted. But I will say this. That was a great atmosphere. Great crowd. I can't appreciate any more the schools that got involved. Those kids were awesome. I feel like we've got some great options for our dance team. Those were really, that was fun. That was fun. The game wasn't so much fun from, obviously we dug ourselves a hole in the first half. Loved how hard we'd played in the second half to come back. We did a lot of really good things in the second half, and as I told our team, we just got to continue to get better. We can't worry about a win or loss right now. We just got to concentrate on getting better. And was not able to play the depth that I wanted to probably play because we had some breakdowns, but we're going to continue to work that and get better and have a little bit more consistency.
Have you ever had a team that played so well in stretches of a game and then played so poorly in the stretches of the same game?
Well, and it's, I talk about this all the time. It's like they'll start going back to bad habits that we had last year, and then, it's taken us a while to correct the ship because they're a little stubborn. And so when we're able to get the ship corrected, we do a really, really good job. And, I think that they're starting to see that a little bit better, and they've got to recognize it a little sooner. And that's what we've got to learn from. They've got to recognize that a little sooner. I think it starts with guard play and getting our guards to understand that, and then go from there. But those two young ladies that you had in here, Mackenzie and Abby, were brilliant tonight. They played their butts off. I thought they did a fantastic job. And our kids did a good job of finding them. They were hot. We kept trying to go to them, and we could, they made a lot of things happen.
It took me a second to realize that you said ship. But
Did you think I said shit?
yeah, that's what I thought.
No, that's not beyond me.
What happened? You Ala scored, put you up 16-10.
Right.
And then I think they outscored you 33-6 the rest of the time. Just how did the tires fall off?
Honestly, we just got so undisciplined because our transition, we want to push the ball up the floor, but we were taking 1-on-4 shots instead of passing it up, making the easy pass, get into a flow. We were trying to just drive the ball down and try to score over 6-4. And it just wasn't smart play. I mean, it wasn't high percentage shots. So once, we had to slow it down a little bit more in the first half to kind of just get our bearings. And then I think you saw in the second half when we made the good decisions in transition, we scored.
At what point in the second half did you realize they were going to make a game out of this?
I honestly felt like the whole way. I mean, I didn't feel like we were out of it. I felt like if we were doing what we needed to, we could hold them from scoring as much as we needed to, because I do believe our offense can put up big numbers. Unfortunately, like Chris Nelson was off tonight. Usually she's a big impact shooter for us. Peyton wasn't hitting tonight. So, and you're going to run through that. That's why we concentrate on defense. And our defense came up with some big plays. We just have to have a little bit more spread out scoring than we did.
Coach, what was your message at halftime with the deficit you guys were facing?
Honestly, it was playing the style that we've been practicing. When you can get back to that, we were really good. So that was basic it. I didn't yell and scream at them, but they knew. And sometimes pressure does that to you. That's why this game's really good for us, because they put really good pressure on us. That's awesome. We're going to get better from this. I'm excited about that.
The second quarter, a lot of their points were just a drive to the basket. Why do you think your help sides struggle to recognize?
Well,
when
I
they're trying
mean,
to help?
they've got a lot of weapons. They got a lot of big bodies. You got to get around and move. I mean, I thought we did better in the second half of doing that. A lot of it's positioning. The thing that we preach a little bit more that we didn't do in the first half is you got to stay disciplined in your stance for 30 seconds, your entire defensive possession. We'd have kids up, down, and around, and you can't play that way. You're like a ping pong ball then. So you're reacting versus playing where you should.
Effort better second half?
Yeah. I mean, I thought our effort was solid in the first half. We just made bad decisions. I do feel like it looks like our effort was better in the second half because we were more efficient.
Sylvie's a good player. She's maybe your leading scorer at the end of the year, but how badly do you need a second scorer or a third right now?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's it. Usually it's Nicole Martin. Nicole had an off game today. And like I said, we didn't get a whole lot of scoring off the bench. I thought Lauren Hartman came in and had some good minutes. That helped us. And that's what we'll continue to look to build.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.